Welcome to the Chelsea Fans Channel. We are here to preview our huge clash against Hull. I've just written a piece for our website. Make sure you check it out. It's ChelseaFansChannel.com that's saying basically that this is a make or break moment of the season. You know, we're nearly in October. We're still in September and we are in a make or break moment. If we beat Hull, everything's good. If we lose to Hull, I believe it's a crisis. So I'm pretty confident that I do think we can do it, and I think that our aspirations of reaching the Champions League will be back on track after this weekend. Something else I need to talk to you about first, though. In fact, I'm going to let Jack talk to you about it. Over to you, big man.
It's the FanDuel, and as many of you know, Rory he talks a good fight, but the reality of the matter is Rory is getting pummeled week in, week out on the FanDuel, and it's becoming embarrassing because, you know, the Chelsea Fans Channel are up against, you know, some of our rivals in this field, the likes of Spurred-On and Full-Time Devils and everything.
Finished above Spurred-On, please. Don't tell me. I've had a bad few weeks, but I've always finished above Spurred-On, apart from once.
So this week, you know, as you know, it's the Fantasy Football League that we're getting involved in. Each week you can pick a new starting 11. Who's going to do the business for us this week, Raw?
Well,
who have you selected?
I've selected a really good team. I'm convinced not only will this team win within our Chelsea world, you know, anybody who competes against me, I'm convinced that the team I've picked will beat you. I think I could be on for some serious money this week in the world of the game. I don't think anybody's finishing above this team. I'll talk you through the highlights. The highlight is at the back, I've gone for David Luiz. I think that with John Terry back, whoa. With John Terry, it doesn't sound like it. It sounds like you're poking the bear. With John Terry coming back from injury, you know, all being well, I think that David Luiz will rediscover his brilliant form. Because let's face it, although he's been a bit shaky, although he hasn't looked great, he's been playing alongside Gary Cahill, he's been playing in front of court, so it's not been great for him. Let's get him rediscovering his form, because when he's on form, he's great. And I have a feeling that is going to happen. I have a feeling that is going to happen this week against Hull. So I'm going David Luiz at the back to do the business. Moving slightly further forward, N'Golo Kante. He didn't have the best game against Arsenal, but he's marvellous, isn't he? So good, you know, so underrated as well in terms of ball distribution. I'm convinced that he'll be back on form, and he's got to have a big game.
And he's a point picker-upper.
He is a point picker-upper, actually.
In the world of fantasy football, he's a
Sees
point
so much of the ball.
Sees
so much of the ball. So good at interception. So good at tackling. I'm convinced that he's going to win me a lot of points. And then I don't even need to qualify this one. It's obvious, isn't it? It's Diego Costa. Just worried about him getting booked. That's my only thing. Because if he's booked,
one away now, is he?
One away, and if he gets booked, he will miss Leicester. He's obviously going to score goals. He's on such good form. He's trying so hard. He seems happy. He seems up for it. So yeah, Costa is the obvious one. I've then also gone for just, you know, a bit of balance. I've told you about the Chelsea players. I've also had to put in there Adam Lallana. I think Adam Lallana is on great form. I think
the season well.
Jurgen Klopp has got him playing brilliantly, so both-footed. He looks so silky on the ball, and it pains me to say it, but I think Lallana is going to have a great season. He scored his first goal for England recently, and he seems to have kicked on from then. So I've also got Lallana in there pulling the strings in the midfield. Okay,
nice. So the competition that we're in this week is called the Fan Favourite League. So you go onto fanduel.co.uk for people that are in the UK only. Unfortunately, you've got to be over 18. But if you tick all that criteria, head to the website, pick your own starting 11, and you could be going up against us. Not only that, if you do get involved this week, you could go in for a pot to win a Chelsea shirt. Each and every week, Rory's got the giggles, but each and every week they're picking out a winner from this pot, and you could win a Chelsea shirt. And not only that, at the end of the month, your name will go into the hat to potentially win an Xbox One. So things don't get much better than that. And this week, the £6,000 jackpot is the prize that you could be taking a slice of. So that's FanDuel done.
Right, so that brings us nicely back onto Hull. Hull started the season well, but they faded off a bit. And we need to win this game. We're going to win this game. They've got about 13 fit players. We're going to be okay here, aren't we?
We are. We've got to be. We have to be. We have to be positive.
Yeah, I mean, anything other than 3 points here, and I'm so worried about it. But I think that we can do it. You know, I really do. I think that Hull's form seemed to dip as soon as they gave Phelan the contract. But more bad news for Phelan, though. John Terry being back, that is just massive, isn't it, Jack?
Mate, it's huge because we have missed him so badly, haven't we?
It's terrible.
So badly. I think Gary Cahill's got a lot of stick. Some of it deserved, some of it maybe a bit harsh. But I think Gary's, even himself, would want maybe a week on the bench just to sort of let the...
Is that what you think will happen? If we're going to go for Terry being back, you think it will be Cahill to make way?
Yeah, and I'd also like to see Alonso given another berth at left back, Azpilicueta on the right. I think Gary, he's had a tough couple of weeks, and I think he just needs to, step out of the limelight for a sec.
Yeah, I'd agree. Right, Jack, I don't think you're on your own here. I think I agree with you, and I'm sure that most of you do as well. It's time to start phasing Gary Cahill out. But he's not the only one, is he? We've seen some headlines, and apparently Conte's up for this.
Yeah, word is that Conte's gone to Abramovich and said that I want to overhaul the current squad. The likes of Ivanovic have been spoken about, Cahill. I think Matic is also in there.
Yeah, it's time, isn't it?
I don't think there's too many of us that would really argue with that.
No, I don't think any of them on their current form deserve to be playing for Chelsea Football Club. So it's time, and it's nice that Conte's realised that. But it's also nice that he has a good enough relationship with Roman to go and have that conversation and say, we need to overhaul this squad. We need you to dip your hand into your pocket and revitalise this team, because it's so tried and tested, isn't it? It's not good enough.
And I think Roman himself seems to have an extra eye on the squad at the moment. I know that he went to the training centre the other day, spent all day watching the players train, and he wants to get down to the bottom of it. Why we got trounced by Arsenal, why we fell over to Liverpool, and why it's not working at the moment.
Yeah.
And I think he's only got to look at people like Cahill,
Matic. It's there, isn't it?
Ivanovic.
It's time.
Yeah.
Right, but let's just get back on track, because our dream of finishing in the Champions League places is still alive if we get a good result at Hull. I think we can. I think we will. Make sure that you check out our website, and I've had my full say on how I think this game will go. It's ChelseaFansChannel.com. Fingers crossed we get the win. I'll see you up there. We're going to be doing fan cams from within the ground with a bit of luck. Go on, you Blues. Welcome to the Chelsea Fans Channel. It's with great delight that I welcome Mr. Rob Beasley into the studio. Rob has been a Chelsea fan since 1967.
I know I don't look old enough.